Hello and welcome to Apprentice Effects, the show that keeps you up to date on everything in and around New Milford. I'm your host, Erin Shaughnessy, here with an update for the week of December 19th. If you celebrate Christmas, you probably wouldn't suspect that the main decoration in your home could become a fiery death trap, would you? No, probably not. But in reality, your Christmas tree poses some of the greatest dangers to you and your family during the holiday season. If you buy a natural Christmas tree, you need to be sure that you keep the base of the tree submerged in water at all times and never place a lighted candle on or near your tree. Keep it away from all heat sources and make sure that it doesn't block a doorway. Check all decorative lights before placing them on the tree and discard any frayed or damaged lights and cords. Follow these tips and contact your local fire marshal with any questions for a happy and safe Christmas.
Hello, I'm Kevin with this sweet update for this week. On Tuesday, December 16th, from 5 p.m. to 7:30, the Youth Agency Student Advisory Board held a gingerbread house decorating party at the Max. Everybody had an amazing time. For more information about the events like these, please contact Laura at youthagency.org.
The Youth Agency just wrapped up a 6-week program called Transforming Anger to Personal Power with 8 middle school students who worked on ways to deal with emotions and direct their frustrations in a healthy way. Here are some tips the group agreed on to improve communication and address problems. When you have a problem, try to attack the problem, not the person. Do not use name-calling, threatening, blaming, or excuses. Take responsibility for your actions and listen with an open mind. Treat others with respect, even under stressful situations. Focus on the problem now, not the past. These strategies take practice. Make a list and picture that list when you are angry or frustrated or need to speak up for yourself in a respectful manner. For more information, please contact Laura. Maybe you can join our next group here at the Youth Agency.
Hey, it's your weatherman again, Duo Zhang. Let's begin with what looks like a gloomy weekend according to weather.com. This Saturday, you can expect clouds throughout the day, while light rain and some snow will evade Sunday's skies. This weekend, the temperature will stay consistent, with highs and lows ranging within the 30s. For next week, you can look ahead to partly rainy skies from Monday through Wednesday until Thursday and Friday, when the sun will finally peek through again. For most of next week, the temperatures will stay mostly in the 40s, with highs reaching towards 50 on Wednesday, and lows ranging from the mid-30s to the mid-20s. Enjoy the sunny days while they last, because it's going to be chilly soon. Weather out.
Tell us what is on your mind. The Youth Agency is proud to be hosting a legislative breakfast on January 5th at the Max. We expect legislatures and other Youth Service Bureau staff from our area to be in attendance, including Senator Clark Chapin. The Youth Agency will share program information and also concerns we have regarding the needs and services for children and families in New Milford. What would you like to discuss with our local representatives? Please contact Cham at Youth Agency to share your thoughts on the needs in our community.
Hello, Austin Hengel here for the Apprentice Effects Entertainment and Technology Update. As a long wait since its beginning 2 years ago, the final installment to the Hobbit series was released this past Wednesday. The Hobbit: The Battle of Five Armies wraps up everything from the previous 2 movies. What happens to Smaug, what Azog the Defiler's plans of war are, and Thorin Oakenshield and his company's outcomes. After recovering Erebor, Thor seeks day and night for the Arkenstone, the King's Jewel, but in exchange for his friendship with the company of 12 other dwarves. All of this happens despite Bilbo's attempts to try to make him see clearly. While the dwarves are laying siege in the mountain, Sauron sends his legions of orcs in an unexpected attack on the mountain in his plans to take control over Middle-earth. The people of elves, men, and dwarves must decide whether to unite or all will perish. As a special showing at Lowe's Theater I mentioned last week, I was able to see all 3 movies back-to-back in IMAX 3D 2 days before the release. I wasn't the only one though. About 200 people joined me in the same theater. The great part of the IMAX experience was how real it felt. I do have to admit I flinched several times during a few of the fight scenes. Hopefully, I wasn't the only one. When the Battle of Five Armies began, and throughout the rest of the film, the audience reacted to everything. Excitement and heartbreak filled the room. I highly recommend going see the movie for yourself, as well as over 100,000 other people from Rotten Tomatoes.
The farmer's market at the Max is now selling maple syrup. The Youth Agency makes all the syrup at Sullivan's Farm in the Sugar House. So hurry down and get your local syrup.
So the little elves over at our Latchkey program sites have been hard at work in decorating our cabinets. Our Northville, John Pettibone, and Hill and Plain counselors and kids have been putting a lot of effort into making each design different and festive for the winter season. Vote for your favorite by visiting our website.
For this week's holiday tip, avoid carrot sticks. They're as bad as fruitcake. Anyone who put carrots or fruitcake on a holiday buffet table knows nothing about Christmas spirit. In fact, if you see carrots, leave immediately. Go next door where they're serving sweet and sour meatballs.
Have you ever wondered what the deal with fruitcake was? Like, who actually likes fruitcakes? And how did they ever become the running joke of the holiday season? Well, if you were curious, like my boss Mark was, you will have the nearest person go and research the history of the fruitcake. What I found was pretty interesting. Fruitcakes can be dated back to the Middle Ages, when some goon discovered that fruit could be preserved by soaking it in successively greater concentrations of sugar, intensifying color and flavor. Having so much sugar-soaked fruit generated the need to dispose of it in some way, thus the fruitcake. By the early 19th century, the typical recipe was heavy as lead with citrus peel, pineapples, plums, dates, pears, and cherries. In spite of the goodwill and Christmas cheer fruitcakes are intended to embody, they are all but loathed by pretty much everyone. Late-night comedian Johnny Carson got his digs in on the fruitcake with lines like, "There is only one fruitcake in the entire world and people keep passing it around." In English slang, the word has come to mean someone who is eccentric or flat-out insane, while in Manitou Springs, Colorado, there is an annual fruitcake toss where unwanted loaves are bid adieu by medieval means, namely catapults. There seems to be a cultural expectation that we collectively despise this token-baked good. Maybe the reason why we hate them so much is because there are so many bad fruitcakes on the market. Like anything else, if food is made in a cheap or gross way, you won't want to eat it. This season, give homemade fruitcake a try, and maybe you'll actually enjoy it instead of almost breaking your teeth. This has been Erin Shaughnessy, and thank you for watching. We hope you have a very happy holiday, and we will see you next week on Apprentice Effects.